Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kai. I'm currently in the process of becoming a nutrition coach through Precision Nutrition and will soon be starting to become a personal trainer, so I'm super excited about that. I'm currently also still on my own weight loss journey. I've lost 30 pounds, but I'm still on my journey, just trying to be my best healthy self and all of that fun stuff. In this channel, if you guys are new here, I just wanted to share a lot of things that I wish I learned when I was a beginner and just stuff that I've learned, obviously, as I'm becoming a nutrition coach, stuff that I feel like is helpful. I feel like the fitness space here online has become a very chaotic place. There's a lot of information, there's a lot of misinformation, and I feel like sometimes people with big platforms don't give accurate information just because they're trying to get hits and views, and that's not always a good thing, especially because for this we're dealing with people's health, and sometimes it's kind of sad to see influencers who have big platforms saying and doing stuff for their own benefit to like make money when this generally can affect someone's actual health. So yeah, that's kind of my goal with this channel. So for this video, I wanted to talk about supplements because I feel like when I started, I didn't even know where to start with supplements. And I feel like I wanted to talk about supplements in this video because we see supplements a lot of the time on here online. There's a lot of brands that reach out to influencers to promote. I've seen certain brands that even reach out to non-fitness influencers to promote their products, and I feel like that's been very interesting. I feel like supplements is a very tricky topic because I feel like that might be my title. You really don't need supplements. Like the name suggests, it's a supplement. It's just meant to add, like you don't really need it. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, my thoughts and all of that, and just the information you need to know. Because again, when I started, I didn't know where to begin with supplements. I didn't know if I needed them, what supplements to take, and all of that. So I really wanted to like talk about this and share what I think with you guys. So yeah, I don't want to make this too long, so let's get into it. Before starting anything regarding to your health, please reach out to a doctor. I am not a doctor. Even once I become a nutrition coach, I will not be able to prescribe you anything. Technically, I've said this in one of my past videos, if you guys want to go check those out. No one should be giving you a meal plan unless they're a registered dietitian, or it's illegal in some parts of the world, the country, all of that. Please make sure to check your local area and laws because yeah, like I wouldn't be able to prescribe someone a meal plan, and that's something very simple that seems so not dangerous, but it's a lot more complicated than people think. So as always, even if you think it's like the healthiest advice, and there is good advice out there, but always make sure to check with a doctor first that it's something that benefits you, your health. Again, I can give you guys great advice, but I don't personally know you guys. I prefer you guys to be healthy and do things the correct way than just do something that can harm you in the long run. So as always, I always want to start with that. Always check with the doctor first before starting anything, doing what's better for you. Also, another interesting disclaimer, I do take supplements. I just wanted to mention that now because I don't want you guys to be like, oh, she's just going against supplements and these certain brands. No, I do take some supplements. I do take, obviously, protein powder. I do take BCAAs. I take like this like burner one that makes me sweat a lot. I don't even know what it's called, just because I like having like that extra burn, I guess. I do take a super multi, and I do pre-workout. However, I did run out of my current pre-workout. I think I might stop taking pre-workout, and again, I want to talk about that a little bit later because again, it goes back to like why I don't think you need supplements. I don't think they're bad. Like this fitness space online has kind of made things a little like gray, where like supplements are just meant to aid but like aren't like necessities. So yeah, those are kind of my disclaimers. So let's get into the video. So what are supplements? This is from the FDA. Dietary supplements are intended to add to or supplement the diet and are different from conventional food. Generally, to extent a product is intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent diseases, it is a drug even if it's labeled as a dietary supplement. Supplements are ingested and come in many forms, including tablets, capsules, soft gels, powders, bars, gummies, and liquids. Common supplements include vitamins, minerals, botanical and herb, botanical compounds, amino acids, and live microbials. I feel like a lot of supplements are labeled dietary supplements because again, it's for like majority dietary reasons. So I feel like it's very important. I feel like that's a perfect definition too because it says it's meant to add, and I feel like again, that's what supplements are meant to do. It's in the name. It's just meant to add. So I feel like obviously I trust the FDA, so I wanted to give you guys their definition first and as we get into the topic. So let's get into the pros, because again, I'm not trying to be like supplements are all bad. I'm just saying we need more information about supplements. As it says, supplements are a great way to get things that you need. For example, I take protein powder because I am terrible at getting protein in throughout the day. I work a 9 to 5 job and I have a very long commute, so usually when I pack my lunch for work, it's usually something very simple that I can just like take easily. I don't really have to like prep or anything. And sometimes it's not the most like protein filled meal, so I usually have to have like protein powder. I have actually started incorporating more protein bars as well. That's just ways that I can get protein easily. I'm also terrible at getting my vitamins in, so again, my super multi is really great, so I can just get my vitamins in. I just take it, put in my powder in, drink it, all of that fun stuff. So in a way, supplements are a great source of getting what you're lacking. They make it easier for you to, again, get your protein, get your multivitamins. For example, BCAAs, the reason I take them is because I lift really heavy and helps my muscles in recovery. Obviously, pre-workout is meant to give you like energy and a little boost once you're ready to work out. So they're not all horrible. It just makes it easier for you to get what you're lacking when you kind of don't have the resource to get it, you know? However, with all things, let's talk about the cons, because I feel like, again, this is why I wanted to make this video. There's a couple brands out there that have like greens, powders that I've seen promoted so much. And again, sometimes it's like not even like fitness creators, it's just normal lifestyle creators that they reach out to promote. So like there's also criticism against like the brand and the influencers that like take part. It's just that in reality, people don't need supplements. We should technically be teaching people to get the things that they're lacking in their actual like diet. For example, for me, I really should try to get my protein from food. That way I'm not relying on a protein powder or like a protein bar to get my protein in. Like I should be ingesting them naturally. Same with greens. I feel like greens is the most popular one out there. We should be learning to actually incorporate our food to get those like nutrients in a healthier way. Because even if it's like a good dietary product, it's still a powder. It's not like the most natural way to consume these things. Again, this main point is make sure you're learning to get what you're missing from your food or from other natural resources, that you're not just incorporating all these powders into your body just because. And again, I'm not saying they're all horrible because I take them too, but I'm saying it's just like a shortcut basically, these powders, but it's still like a powder. You could be getting all the things you need in like more natural ways in food and all of that stuff. I think it's just learning to actually like incorporate that and not just be like, oh, I'm just gonna consume this forever. And again, that is my point. You can take them now, but don't make it like a forever thing. I don't want to consume protein powder forever. Obviously, it's a great choice to just get protein in quickly, especially when I'm lacking it. I eventually do want to get to the point where I can consume my protein in through food. So like for example, pre-workout. If you guys saw my weight loss journey video, go check it out. I started working out back in 2018, and honestly, I've never ever taken pre-workout until this past year, and I made progress without pre-workout. But for some reason this past year, I went so hard on pre-workout that like I felt like I was like, I need it or my workout is trash. But like again, I never took it before, but for some reason I felt like I needed it. And something that was like very scary for me is I would take very like low stim type of workout, but for whatever reason it just wasn't hitting the same. So I ended up moving up to a mid stim pre-workout. It also wasn't like helping me anymore, and that's very scary because again, it's like caffeine. It's supposed to like hype you up, give you that big sense of energy. And the fact that I would take 2 scoops of this mid stim pre-workout, it wasn't giving me that boost that I was getting. And I was really scared because I was like, okay, my body's getting really used to this amount of caffeine that I'm taking. And I was like, why do I keep taking it? I get that I wanted the boost because I work out again once I come back home from work, and it's obviously a very long day, so I need a boost. But at the same time, like I was never this dependent on it because I was starting getting to the point where I was like, oh my gosh, if I don't take pre-workout, my workout is not gonna be great. And again, that's not a good thing. Again, I'm not saying that pre-workout is bad. I still might at least buy one to just have there when I need like an extra boost when I'm like extra tired. But my goal is to like not rely on it. And again, that's a whole thing with like supplements. I don't think you should rely on supplements to get what you need. Again, they're the shortcut to get those specific things that you're looking for. At the end of the day, you should be finding like the actual source of the things that you need, if that makes sense. Again, protein is the easiest example to explain this in. If I can get protein in through food instead of a powder, like I'd rather get it in through food. I feel like I just want to reiterate so it doesn't feel like I'm just being like, this is all bad. Supplements aren't terrible, but I feel like we shouldn't be relying on them so heavily. That's, I guess, the main issue that I've had. And then another thing too is that you really don't need to take so many supplements. I feel like the fitness space has changed so much online. and there's so many products out there, and you're like, oh my gosh, do I need this? Do I need this other thing? If I don't take this, will I get progress? And in reality, like, you don't need all of these things to make progress. Again, everyone's different, but like, even for me, the only thing throughout my journey that I was consistent with was protein powder, because again, I'm terrible at consuming protein, but like that was the only like supplement that like I took consistently. I didn't take anything else that I've started taking now has been extra within the past year, but I've seen results just going to the gym, being in a calorie deficit, and that's it. You don't need to take so many supplements to see results. I feel like I can make a whole video on like fitness influencers. Let's be honest. I mean, I'm an influencer, so I'm gonna throw myself in there. Influencers, they just want to make money. Let's be honest. They're going to make a video that's going to get the most clicks. They're going to make a video just to get angry comments because it still boosts the algorithm. They're going to just talk about products because, again, they want to get that commission. And I'm not saying they're bad, because I do that. I have a lifestyle channel, if you guys don't know. I think I might have it linked, but if you see my description, I have my affiliate link with Liquid IV and with Merit. So if you guys see my videos on my lifestyle channel, I do have links that you can click where I gain commission. So I'm not saying that like everyone's bad, but I'm just saying that I feel like we also should be mindful when it comes to like health. I think the thing with like fitness, especially with people that are new, is that like they'll see someone who they want to model themselves after, or like if you see someone you're like, wow, I want to look like them, you're gonna try to take all the steps they take, and that includes like, oh my gosh, if they take the supplement, I need to buy it because it's gonna make me look like them. And I feel like that's always like the dangerous path that I feel like I'm kind of against. If you guys don't know, I have a video on why you should stop watching What I Eat in a Day videos. I'll link it up. You guys should go check it out. That's one of my main points in that video, where even if you eat exactly the same as someone else, like you're gonna get different results because everyone's different. Everyone's body's different. The way we consume and our body breaks down food and like just the things that we consume is just different. It's not bad, it's just different. And I feel like people do get discouraged when they're like, I copied someone's like routine exact and I don't look like them. But it's not you, it's just that, again, everyone's different. You might need to do something differently. I feel like, again, that's the thing with like people in the fitness space that like just push products so much that you're like, I feel like I need this because if I don't, I'm not gonna get the results that I need. And that's not necessarily true. I feel like I've seen a certain brand that is going hard with their promotion, and again, like I said, there's some that like aren't even reaching out to like fitness influencers. They're reaching out to like all types of influencers, travel or lifestyle ones. There was one particular reel that I saw on Instagram that I was like, are you serious? Because this influencer had the product. They were at a dinner at a completely different location. Like they had traveled to a different location. They were at a very interesting dinner, cool dinner. And the video wasn't even about the product, but she had the product on the table. It was just so weird to me because even then people in the comments were like, oh wow, she has this product there for some reason. Like it's a promo. But like the video itself wasn't even related to the product, and I just thought that was so weird. Again, that can be like a whole different topic on like influencers and just why influencers should be a little bit more mindful of what we promote and we talk about. Like what a weird way to promote a supplement, you know? But again, like I said, I'm talking about influencers is a whole other topic, and it can be a video in itself because again, when it comes to like the fitness space, I feel like I'm speaking to influencers right now. There's a lot of clickbait obviously out there in the fitness space and all of that. When it comes to like health, it's just such dangerous territory, and there are rules. Like the fitness world is a little bit more regulated. There's ways to become a nutrition coach. There's people who are actual real dietitians that have like degrees for this. You know, personal trainers are certified for a reason. It's concerning that there's people that just want to make a quick buck at the expense of someone's health. There's actually an account on Instagram that I love. He's a coach. His name is John Noel. Honestly, he has just great posts kind of like debunking like all these myths and stuff. And obviously he calls out people who post misleading content about this is the best way to do this and you'll burn fat. And I appreciate his perspective because he's coming from like an actual real need to take care of people's health, you know, not just be like, we're gonna get all these views. I feel like, again, influencers have a certain degree of responsibility with what they share. I really hate that thinking of like, oh, well, people should do their own research. If people don't know where to even begin, what would they even know to have research? If you're telling them like, you should be doing this and it's just unhealthy, like they're just gonna trust that, you know? And again, when it comes to people's health, like we shouldn't be doing that. We should be coming from a place of knowledge. For example, a beauty influencer can tell you to buy a product and you can buy it and you might hate it and you're just like, oh well, like I lost some money. You couldn't even return it and it's just kind of like, it is what it is. But when it comes to health, like that's so different. That is someone's body, that is someone's life-term health, stuff that they can live with forever. And if you're giving faulty information, that's on you. People's health is more important than the paycheck that you make. Again, I could make a whole video on influencers. That's a whole different topic. And again, my disclaimer that I make at the beginning of the video, you shouldn't just trust that this supplement is what you need. Make sure that you go get checked regularly and see if it's something that, if you have a deficiency, like, okay, I should be taking that. Because like, let's say you don't really have like a deficiency, like let's say you are getting proper amounts of like greens in your day with your food, or you're getting proper vitamins, like you're just adding supplements on top for like no reason. So it's important to like check with your doctor or talk to like actual professionals that have like degrees and stuff to make sure that it's stuff that you actually need. Don't just accept what someone's telling you and be like, I need a supplement now, or my journey is gonna be ruined. That's not usually the case. Like I said, I am trying to like cycle out of certain supplements. Obviously, I'm gonna try to cycle out of pre-workout just because I don't want to become dependent on like having that boost. I should be getting that boost just by resting and all of that stuff. So that is kind of my little video on supplements. I feel like, again, I have a lot of thoughts. So I hope I got my point across. Basically, to sum up this video, supplements aren't bad, but just don't become dependent on them. They're just meant to aid and kind of help you out when you need it, but it's not something that you need to take forever or that you for sure need every day. Make sure that you find other ways to get this in, like food and all of that stuff. That's basically the gist of this video. I feel like I had a lot of thoughts, not gonna lie, and I was just like ranting a little bit, but that's basically the gist of the video. Don't become dependent on supplements. They're not terrible, but they shouldn't be like, I need this to get my journey done. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below, or if you guys have any other topics that you guys want to hear me talk about, let me know down below. Like I said, I'm getting my nutrition certification. I'm currently also on my weight loss journey, so I feel like I do want to talk a lot about things that like I didn't even know starting up. Because again, like supplements was something that I didn't even know when I started. I knew about protein powder and I was like, oh my gosh, do I need this? So once I started working out a little bit more and I saw all these other products, I was like, do I need all these other things? So that's also why I wanted to share a little bit about this. So if there's something else that you guys want to hear, especially coming from like a newbie perspective, I would love to like talk about it and share my experience and all of that stuff. I just want to help you guys out in the long run so you guys can be your best healthy selves. So that is it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And yeah, just let me know down below any thoughts and all of that stuff. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!